What's going on, guys? I just got to my next stop, and this is a heat maintenance, I believe. I don't think nothing was done here with the heat. I think with the AC, we made a few repairs out here years prior. But guys, look at this. I just got a turkey as a tip on my on my last call. For you guys that don't know, this was that inducer motor that I put in the crawl space. I think it was an inducer motor and the pressure switch. I got out the crawl space and the lady was like, "Yeah, I'm so happy I got heat. Here's a free turkey." And I'm like, I said no, but guys, look, I don't know what else. I couldn't say no again out of respect. So, guys, I don't know what I'm about to do with this. I hope I got space in my freezer for another turkey. But guys, first things first, let's get this maintenance squared away. I'll see y'all when I get inside. All right, guys. I'm downstairs. And this looks like a Mclain 80%er. I've had to put an age on it. I think this thing's like between 12 and 13 years old. We got our two Honeywell 4-wire zone valves. And we got our external low water cutoff. What's this, watchdog? Guard dog. Cool. I actually thought this bullet had an external aquastat, but this one has that controller. For you guys that don't know, this has the eco on it? And no, it doesn't. I think that's the newer ones. Has the eco button on it. But it's cool that this gives you like the little order operations, so that helps you out with troubleshooting. But all right, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the pipes to get hot, and I'm gonna turn this off and clean the burners. I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, guys, I got my burners out, cleaning those, and my pipes did heat up. I had it off now for like 10 minutes. As you see there, we're at 15 psi. But guys, let's make this maintenance interesting. I got a trivia question for you guys. What's the difference between a rollout and a spill switch? For you guys that don't know, this is a flame rollout, and that is a spill switch. I can't tell you what each one do. I want y'all to think about this for a second. So, according to the schematic, they're both wired in series and they're both low voltage. See that? Are these two the same part, just different locations, or are they different? Let me know. While you guys figure out the answer, I gotta finish cleaning these burners. I'll be right back. Spill switch, rollout. Let me know. Are these two parts the same, or are they different, and how? Show what you know, guys. If they're the same, explain how come they're the same. If they're different, let me know what makes these two parts different. Let me clean this. I'll be right back. Guys, do you have my answer yet? Is a spill switch and rollout switch the same or different? And I kind of told you what makes them similar. They're both low voltage and they're both wired in series. So, for you guys that don't know, the answer is yes and no. These parts are, well, this flame rollout switch and spill switch is similar, but they're vastly different on the boiler. Let me explain. Real quick, a flame rollout switch is a normally closed safety switch, meaning if everything is okay, the circuit stays closed. But in the event that your burner area, keyword burner area, gets too hot, your flame rollout switch is going to sense that rising temperature and it's going to open up. And that will, of course, turn your burners off, and then you'll have to come out here to figure out why that happened. Now, a spill switch, you guys see that here? And this is the flue pipe in here. A spill switch is a normally closed safety switch, similar to my rollout switch. But guys, with this spill switch or block vent switch, if the vent area gets too hot, let's say maybe a squirrel or an insect, something gets inside your flue piping, anything that results in the flue temperature getting too hot, this switch is going to open up, and similar to my flame rollout switch, if this opens up, it's going to kill your burners. See, watch this. Okay, but the only difference is right now, the difference between a spill switch and a rollout is auto reset. Auto reset means if that gets too hot, eventually once the burner area cools down below a certain number, the contacts will remake and that rollout switch will close. See that? But with a block vent switch, it's a little bit different. If this block vent switch or spill switch opens, you see that red button? That red button will pop out. And the only way to reset that is you'll have to manually reset it. Keyword manual. You have to push that in yourself. So if the flue pipe temperature gets too hot, spill switch opens up, and you'll have to come out here to figure out once again why the spill switch opened up. But if the flue pipe temperature gets colder, let's say, the boiler turns off and the temperature goes down, that switch is still going to be open. You'll have to come back here to manually push that button in to reset it. Versus the rollout switch, it's auto reset. Now guys, I know what you're going to say. A flame rollout switch on a furnace is similar to a flame rollout switch on a boiler, but a flame rollout switch on a furnace is manual reset. A flame rollout switch on a boiler is auto reset, because guys, you got to understand the boiler internal temperature is way hotter than the furnace. This is cast iron, guys. Similar to a heat exchanger on a furnace, guys. Like I said, it's not to get too far into depth here, guys, but a rollout is a rollout, but the application is what makes certain parts do different things. That's the easiest way I can explain this. So technically, a rollout switch on a furnace is a spill switch on a boiler, but guys, since we're not on a furnace, this is a boiler, that spill switch is manually reset, and the flame rollout switch is auto reset. So guys, technically these two parts are very similar, but they act in different natures, and you need to understand the difference. Meaning, if my spill switch opens up, even though these two parts are wired in series, they both will kill power to your burners. If my spill switch opens up, I know it has nothing to do with the burners. It has something to do with the flue pipe temperature. These two parts do measure temperature and open up, and these two parts are normally closed. But you got to understand why the two parts exist. If I know what the purpose of my spill switch is, then that will help me diagnose it better. Because guys, without knowing what I just told you, if you didn't know the purpose of the spill switch or the purpose of the rollout, that can cloud your judgment with troubleshooting, and now before you know it, you think you got a zone valve problem. In reality, it could be an internal issue. Maybe you're overfiring, maybe your burners are clogged up, maybe you don't have enough water in the boiler, maybe your limit switch is set too high. Like I say, guys, not to get too crazy with scenarios, it could be a lot of things, but what helps you narrow scenarios down with troubleshooting is you need to understand basic controls and understand what the purpose of all these safeties are. And then once you understand that, it all becomes one big circle. I understand what my rollout is, I understand what my spill switch is, I understand what my low water cutoff is, and I know what happens individually if each one of these opens up. There you guys have it. So, guys, I got another call that literally just came in I got to get to. I got to get up out of here. But this boiler is rocking and rolling. Pressure is good. All the pipes are getting hot. And all my safeties are engaged and everything is rocking and rolling. Peace out. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.